timing matters. So usually you should arrive around 9 or 10-ish, 10 p.m. JST, of course, Japan time. So the reason why they have those like happy hour or like drink all you can promos, that's because that's the off peak times. So usually those are at 6 to 9, I would say, for example, in Dragonman. And so when you arrive, what you can do is you can like take a stroll around the area, see like what's vibing for you. And then around 10 p.m. onwards, the clubs start to fill up. So the reason for this, Dragonman has their go-go shows. So around that time is when they would have the shows. Or other clubs and bars would have special like show times. It depends on the events as well. So Isotope does this a lot as well. So depending on the event that they have, so Isotope is a more of an event space rather than like you just go there regularly. They will list down like, oh, at this time we have this show time. Let's say it's a drag show. It's a K-pop dance cover, or it's an actual live of someone singing. So things like that is something you should be aware of. And then 12 to 2 a.m., that's when you will see kind of the peak already. Like people getting very tipsy with their friends, alone. People starting to grope. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, you won't get groped. Although legit, that happened to me once. And it was with a very aggressive older Japanese guy. But that's very rare, so don't worry about that. And anyway, if you're coming, you got me to protect you. I'll be your wingman. You're a bouncer. Although I'm not as buff as I want to be, but I'm buff enough. Stop with a toxic masculine. Anyways, yeah, so it's safe, don't worry. Just, as usual, all over the world, just avoid the drunk people. That's basically rule of thumb anywhere you go. And then 2 to 5 a.m., some clubs would have like last show at like 3 a.m., for example. And that's the last sprint, basically, for a go-go show or a drag queen show or whatever. And you will see these are probably the diehards or like the regulars who go all night. So in Japan, the trains stop at around midnight, right? So the very casual people have already gone home. And now you have this option. You're faced, well, you don't really have an option. You stay, or you can afford a very expensive taxi to your house. So around, let's say 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., that's when people bounce, ride taxis home. But 2 a.m. onwards, that will be the core clubbing. So yeah, if you're jet lagged and tired, aim for 10 to 1 a.m. So you still get like kind of the gist, or like the 80%, I would say, without staying until first train. So first train is around 5 a.m. Yeah. And then very insider tip for you, book a hotel close to Shinjuku Nichome, please. So Shinjuku area is huge. So basically it's Shinjuku-ku, so it's a city within the 24 wards of Tokyo, a ward basically. And there's a ton of hotels. You can even stay in the Love Hotel area. Actually, there's a lot of really good hotels in the red light district, like Kabukicho side of Shinjuku. Just avoid, the main street Kabukicho, because I'll be honest, it's very dirty. It might not be dirty for you. You might not have the same cleanliness standards we Japanese have, but yeah, I personally don't really recommend it. But yeah, you can also like the west side of Shinjuku, so Nishi Shinjuku, where all the fancy hotels are, where the Park Hyatt is, where they filmed Lost in Translation. Oh, my favorite movie. Let me know if you like that movie as much as I do. Yeah, Sofia Coppola, Scarlett Johansson was amazing there when she was not yet famous. So yeah, and which nights though should you go to Shinjuku Nichome? Of course, you're not gonna go during the daytime. Although there's some meetups that happen during the daytime. I don't know if they still have the Not Alone Cafe, or I heard some clubs would have a pole dancing dance. I don't know if it's for free or not, but that's really interesting. Let me know if you attended those pole dancing meetups. But for me, I recommend, so there's the weeknight side and there's the weekend, the peak side. So of course, since you're a tourist here, you cannot control, right? Does your itinerary include a weekend or not? But actually, weeknights are pretty cool as well. So I recommend Wednesdays and Thursdays. So Tuesday night, as per hospitality industry, a lot of places will be closed, including the saunas as well, actually. So just be mindful about that. There's no other place that you can escape to until last train. But Thursdays and Wednesdays, because as a local myself as well, like, oh, I'm done with half of the week. Okay, I need to celebrate, like treat myself. So I think a lot of Japanese people think similarly as well. And then you have those Japanese people as well who take their days off during the middle of the week. So it's gonna be a mixed bunch. And there's a decent amount of people. It's less, sorry to say, less trashy, less noisy, and there's probably a bit more quality people, I would say. So I've had really nice conversations actually during weeknights. Although they're not with locals, they're with, actually some of them are locals. So I know some locals who go often at Eagle. I can introduce them to you. And one of them is really good at karaoke. If you listen to him, it's just like free concert. That's the vibe I get. So yeah. And then, like I explained earlier, the weekend nights, so Friday night, Saturday night. Also check the calendar if it's a holiday, a bank holiday in Japan. So Sunday night, let's say it's a bank holiday, there's probably gonna be a lot of people Sunday night too. Or the reverse of that, Thursday is a holiday, there's probably gonna be a lot of people Thursday night, more so since they start their weekend early. So things like that. Sorry, I meant Friday as a holiday. So Thursday night, there will be a lot more people. So another tip for you, follow the Instagram accounts of Japanese gay clubs, actually. So Dragon Man, Eagle, Blue Tokyo, and especially Isotope. So Isotope is very event heavy. So following there and looking at the calendar, like, oh, what's interesting? It might be in Japanese, but hey, your girl is here to help. Just DM me or like comment, tag me as well, if you don't mind, and I can probably help you out, like a quick consultation for free. And that's it for this point. Timing matters for sure.